and
to
ground.
ground you, yeah.
Just
And
push
imagine,
these.
like, put and hold it. It's hardest to hold those fingers. I don't
Yeah.
know, for me usually it is.
Yeah.
Because the other easier a
Let's
little
see.
bit, but earth and ether, it's a little bit tougher because if you hold it for like 5 minutes, you feel it. It's you're gonna get. It's not that because this is easier to hold this
You see,
finger.
yeah. So this one was the water. So
So emotions, if you wanna
emotions,
be
so
balanced in
balance
emotions.
emotionally.
Yep, and
Air.
air, more intellectual powers.
And this is
so
the spiritual. So you see, this is
action,
Oh,
spiritual
action,
action.
spiritual
So you
action.
brave, you don't back up, which is spirit. Basically,
yeah. I see this
still.
one a lot. And yeah. Oh, that's you just explained that so.
And you can connect too, like you can connect two fingers like this. You can do.
So that's connecting all of the elements.
Yeah, like this kind of stuff you can do, because that's a Kabbalah. See like. That's moon on the bottom, and those are planets basically.
Oh wow.
And tarot cards are here too.
Wow.
I think I have it here somewhere.
See, it's crazy. Our body is made just like the planets.
Yeah.
So it's like all
Yeah, emanating,
fractals.
mimicking.
So above, so below.
Exactly. Yeah, very interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
So let's see here, globals. Yeah, everything, like even Mozart or Beethoven, they were writing music with these principles. And even Shakespeare was writing Romeo and Juliet story about using Mars and Venus conception and so they move through the sign and they know what Mars is going through when it moves through the Taurus. That means Mars is falling through the Taurus, which ruled by Venus. That's why in Romeo and Juliet story, their parents hate each other. They were enemies because those two neighborhoods were Romeo's neighborhood,
Right.
and they're really close. But if
They're enemies.
but they're still enemies. They have these
Yeah.
fans.
I think even Shakespeare talks about houses. I think there's some of the verses that he says houses.
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
verses, so
because
that's
zodiac
fascinating.
signs is houses. See, like first house is Aries, so it's same thing. It's just the ether and moves every 2 hours ascendant, and that's why we got this ecliptic going on every 2 hours. We have rising sign. That's why when you're born, you have certain rising sign. Even now, something is rising now, and there is a website you can check. For example, now in Seattle, we have Leo on rising, 27-degree Leo. Then it's going to be Virgo. Okay?
That's just for the city of Seattle?
Yeah, like
that's
here
like
and West Coast, basically maybe California as well.
Okay,
You know
so
what I mean?
that means we're getting the energies of Leo.
Right now.
Which is
Yep.
like leadership,
Yep, which is good.
being bold.
Fixed energy, yep.
Is it Earth, right? Or is it fire?
It's fire.
It's fire, okay.
Action.
So we're in, and it changes, right? So right now we're in Leo.
Yep, and
you
ahead.
You explained to me something really interesting. You said, because I know that there's different energies wherever you live, and some places work out really great for you, and other places like, why do I not like this city where everyone else does? You said my Neptune was running through this city. So Neptune is like very dreamy, and it's hard to start things, and that you show me other cities like in the Middle East where like I would be much more successful or happy, and I just thought that was so interesting. Can you just explain a little bit about like how astrology can really help you even guide the best place for you to live?
There's a couple of ways. There's maybe a lot of ways, but like I check always what's the city's chart or towns, and then when you know their ascendant and their planets and stuff, then you add your chart on it over the top, like a sandwich basically.
Right,
That's
and then
called
see what
synastry.
goes together and what is.
That means where
doesn't
your
feel good.
planets end up in that city's
okay,
chart.
wow.
You know where your Mars is, where your Venus ending up. So when we know that certain cities or towns birth chart, for example, I think Seattle is West Coast is Aquarius.
Oh.
Aquarius
Okay.
sign, and but the America's chart is Sagittarius ascendant, whole America. natal chart of United States.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius rising sign. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you put Sagittarius rising sign here, like we show it here, Sagittarius here, then we know that.
So how would that play out? Like we're long distance getting in other people's
See,
business?
like you, for example, in America, here in
Uh-huh.
the United States, you have Scorpio here on your 12th house, which is your job, which is 6th house with your natal chart. But here in America, it ends on a 12th house, which is long ways travel, go somewhere, far away country or something. And then, so you have Neptune right here. And I think Neptune, you have a certain degree that it comes down on a first house, on second house, on a first house and 12th house. It's really close right here. So that means,
Turn the
Yeah,
phone
that's
off.
fine.
This is annoying. How do we turn this off?
like,
There we go.
Yeah.
It's off.
That means when you have Neptune on your first house in America's chart, that means you, like in Seattle, for example, it's going to be hard for you to be visible. It's because Neptune is about disappearance, even like to.
Like I'm just shady. I just feel like I'm just in.
Yeah.
I can just be really shady here.
Yeah. So that's why you have to find that. So you get some, like you have to have.
It's not good for my career because I'm not getting.
Well,
seen,
you could
but-
use it Neptunian energy, which is like really like psychic energy, different way, like hypnosis. You can do hypnotic stuff. You could. There is always two ways. It's not only negative. You know, like
okay.
hot water, and
Yeah.
it's really hot. You know what are you gonna do? You're not gonna wash your hands because it's gonna burn. So maybe you cool it down. Maybe you collect that water. Maybe do some. So it's same thing. Neptune is some kind of energy which is makes you invisible,
Yeah.
but same time makes you very penetrative in a.
So it's good for art. I feel like it's creative energy.
Yeah,
For me.
like imagination. It gives you imagination, kind of, which is like it could be from substance, even like for example, cannabis or something. Because this city is a lot of it's legal here, so that gives you like that's Neptune as well.
Yeah,
So you could
it's a
use
lot of
that to
that
heal your, like that, and you can manifest or organize your. Not fantasies, your imagination, what you want to do in art.
Yeah,
for
I think it's
example,
like
you know what I
very
mean?
fertile ground for creating art here. But it's not for selling the art. It doesn't feel solid.
Yeah, for
Like it feels
selling,
like
no.
whoa, but for creating art,
Yeah,
it feels
exactly.
good.
For selling, not
Sell
because
it
it's
somewhere
more
else.
like, you just because
no-
it's hard to catch that because it's not real, kind of.
Yeah, there's no good grounding.
Hmm.
That's how it feels.
That's why you gotta move somewhere that you don't have that much if you don't want that to have, and maybe you have Venus in your first house instead of, you know what I mean. That means your beauty will show, your, what you love, and you're gonna attract people, kind of Venus energy, and everything is matter. That's why like it's very complex, kind of.
Yeah.
Every energy is interacting with other energies and creates some kind of chemical
Right.
reaction.
And it's the same with people, right? Like relationships. Like
Yeah.
there's certain people, like I feel like I'm a different person with a lot of people I know because it's like the energies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you just explain some of like
Yeah,
how?
like for
how that
example,
works.
if you're Gemini ascendant, if somebody has if somebody would have first house in Gemini, Mars will be there from other person. For example, somebody's Gemini has Mars in a Gemini. That means it will affect you the way you look. It might rush you through things quick physically, because Mars will affect your physical appearance in your first house. So, and you would probably would think, why that happening? Why he's or her pushing me?
Yeah.
Because Mars is more like restless, kind of
Yeah.
out of my way.
I had
let's-
this friend as a kid, and I'd always get in trouble with her. It didn't matter what we did. Always introduce something, always getting in serious trouble. And it was just art, like the energies together. Yeah. So that.
Yeah, and could be other things really good too. Not only bad, Mars could be good for you, make you more as active.
Active,
If somebody
right.
has good aspect Mars and not that aggressive in his chart or her chart, and then it's in your first house, it could affect you really positive, make you strong, make you do something that you never done,
take
like already
action.
acting or something, and you'll be proud of it and passionate about it. But could be hurt you or like go too rude on you, and you know what I mean, too rough on your energy because it's too rough. That's why it has to balance. Depends, that's why it depends other planets what they do and what aspects make in with that Mars.
Is that why, like,
Otherwise-
every person, like, you say, oh, okay, this is a Pisces, but no one is just like a general Pisces. Like, there's so many different combinations. Like, you can't just
144 combination because there is 12 by 12.
which is 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See 12 by
144.
12 ascendants and 12 signs, so could be 12 combination of, so 12 by 12 is 244. So it could be 144 combination of Aquarius and
Right.
Libras.
That's why it's so much more complicated than how it's being portrayed in
It's
our
like a
pop
wave, like
culture.
Aries starts really strong, Libras,
Yes.
and then maybe gets a little bit different, and then it gets, you know what I mean? Not weak. There is no bad or good. I'm just saying like different energies. That's why some Libras
Yeah.
could be very emotional, very sensitive. Some of them not. They'll be like, because they have a lot of Aries ascendant, maybe
They're
fire
stronger,
things
yeah.
and more masculine, and they don't. Some have more water elements and things, and then be
emotional.
more emotional, more
Yeah.
psychic, kind of
Yeah.
different,
And then I think to conclude, I'd love to talk a little bit about tarot cards and the different energies, because I think it's so related to astrology and
True.
like the different elements.
Mm-hmm.
And for instance, I'm just gonna pull a card. Let's do this for fun.
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
And,
Yeah.
I'll
Cards are
have you.
so cool.
I'll have you read my card.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well, it's not the one I wanted. Can I try again? Let's shuffle these and try
No,
again.
this is still good. I mean, not good card, but this is about something that you have doubts, something that you think that somebody would stab you in the back, maybe